Hello, guys. Hope your preparation is going fine. So, the UPSC exam is just 28 days away, and you have to keep revising whatever you have studied already. And in case you are part of a test series, you have to practice those tests also, and you have to do previous year papers. There are a lot of things which you should have ideally done because this year you have got more than 16 months for preparation, unlike other years where you will get only 12 months. So after that exam postponement from June to October, it all depends on whether you took this exam seriously or you just lazed out 2 months and then now at the last minute again feeling like you did not complete the syllabus. So it depends on how you choose it. Okay, so now there is no point regretting it. Whatever is the case, you can go and give the attempt, and you should give the attempt. But one important thing through this video I want to tell you is it's after all just an exam, and it's not the end of your life. Daily we are seeing a lot of bad news, lot of sad news where students take drastic decisions. This is like today's news. If you see a Tamil Nadu aspirant, the NEET exam is going on, and just before the exam, out of pressure and all these things, I think he decided to end his life. So I have not read the news articles. I don't read too much negative news, but like this we see almost everywhere, and these kind of things nowadays in WhatsApp and social media, it goes viral just within minutes. Okay, so people who are already in depressed form, or who could not complete the syllabus, who have a lot of pressure from the family, they start thinking like these people who took these kind of drastic decisions, and then it ends up very badly. So what we want to tell is this: UPSC exam is just an exam. Just because you had a dream of IAS or IPS, or maybe your parents had a dream of IAS or IPS, or it's like forced upon you, whatever may be the reason, if you fail, nothing drastic is going to happen. Okay, you will fail. If your attempt is over, it is done. If your attempt is not over, you again give next attempt. Okay, but please don't take this exam as your life. This is just a competitive exam which lakhs of people are giving, and only 100 people finally will be in the list of IAS, and only they are going to clear it. Okay, so remaining all people are failing. So if everybody start deciding this kind of unwanted negative decisions, then it will not be good for anyone. So this is the most important point I want to tell. And now you'll be thinking like whether like when will I know like this is not for me, this exam, should I give more attempts, or who will guide me? So many factors are there, okay, which decides these kind of things. First thing is the age and attempt. 21 is the starting age, and 32 is for general category upper limit. Then 35 for OBC, 37 for SCST, and SCST has unlimited attempts also. So, like that, everything is like given to you first itself. It's not like you started preparing for this and suddenly UPSC changed the rules or something they did drastic. They did not do anything. First itself, they have told you this is the format, this is the pattern, this many years you can attempt. Everything first itself. So when you go for a competitive exam, maybe UPSC or SSC or whichever, because other exams, I think SSC and all is even lower. I think 30 years age limit, and many are 25 years age limit. So those exams, these things already. So there is no this thing like your ego should not be in between. Like you were topper in your school, you were topper in your college, you were best in everything, so you don't deserve to fail. There's nothing like that. UPSC is a totally different thing. Okay, how much ever brilliant you were, you can still fail in UPSC. So your age, your attempt, so decide, okay, I have 5 attempts left, so the first 2 attempts I will maybe try myself, then 2 attempts I'll do coaching, or directly first attempts I'll go coaching. That you have to decide. And after these many attempts, I know that this is not my kind of game, so I will give some other exams, or I will go to the usual private job, or whatever my degree is there, BTech or MBA, whatever you have, you go for that one. So that you should first itself decide. Not like you will keep giving attempt, and then after the fourth attempt or fifth attempt become so much depressed, and you don't have any backup plan, you don't have any plan B, and that will be a disaster. So especially to the beginners, okay, and even if you're a veteran student, my advice is that you need not make a plan B first itself. But when you start this, okay, if your first attempt is itself your last attempt, meaning at the age of 31 you decide you want to give UPSC, that means you have only one attempt if you are a general category. So that time you give your exam, and you know that this is my one attempt, and if it doesn't work out, I will go for some other job. Because if you're age 31, you already would have been working somewhere, or you don't need to quit your job or take a very drastic decision that time, okay, because you have only one attempt. So that time, just give that attempt parallelly while working, or maybe take a leave for maybe this many days if it is allowed, and then work for it. It's for veteran student, okay. And if it's beginner, like you're 21 years, 22 years, 23 years old, you have these many number of attempts, you have these many number of chances, and you have to now see your other things, financial circumstances and the family circumstances. Both are a little different. Financial circumstances means the money, whether you are able to survive, meaning next 3 years, if you are going to give your attempt, That time, are you completely dependent on your family for the money, or you have already some, like whether you quit a job in middle and you have some PF amount, some gratuity amount, you saved some money and you can survive for 3 years without depending on others, without being a burden on others. That is called financial circumstances. Okay, meaning if your father or mother has to keep paying you every year, and they have no idea when you are going to stop the attempt, then that is bad. You yourself have to tell your parents, discuss with your parents that I am going to give my 3 years of this thing. So in that, if it doesn't work out, I will do something else. I will get to a job. I will do some MBA course. I will do some online course. And this generation now, there is an advantage that there are thousands of ways to get jobs. Okay, so online, you do any course related to that one job, you will get. Now, family circumstances is the other thing. It's not about the money factor I'm telling. It's about the support which family gives. The family, there are many people like they are not interested in sending you into this thing. Still you like wanted to give, so they will allow you 1 year. Then after first year, their tone and face starts changing. They will start scolding you. They'll start shouting at you. So you will not be able to concentrate in such circumstances, and you cannot study inside that house. Okay, even if you are sent to Delhi, you, the support, the way they talk to you, everything starts changing. So that also is important. There is other things also in the opposite way also. There are some families, some parents who pressurize their child from their 8th standard, 10th standard, that you have to become an IAS or IPS. Like in our family, this many IAS is there, this many government servants are there. You also should keep up the name of the family. This kind of reverse pressure is also there, that they want you to become this. And this exam is a thing where there is no guarantee that you will clear. So whichever circumstances and whichever extreme end, you have to have a clear idea before this. You have to have the ability to convince your parents, because as I always tell you, you're preparing to become a civil servant and IAS IPS, who will have to convince even bigger people, okay, on various things in the later phase of your life. If you cannot convince your own parents or own relatives on these kind of silly things, then you don't actually deserve to become an IAS or IPS. Okay, so you first learn to handle your family pressure, your family situation, your relatives pressure, your peers pressure, your fellow aspirant pressure, like whether he is going to very high class coaching, you are not able to go to coaching. Many things will be there, difference between you and others. Okay, so if you cannot handle these things now, then you don't deserve to be an IAS IPS. Okay, even if I sound rude, I'm telling you the truth. So understand that if to become someone, you have to start behaving like that person already. Okay, even if you're an IT company, if you want to become a manager, you have to first itself, when you're a developer, you have to start showing leadership skills. Only then they will consider you for promoting you to a manager level. Okay, this from experience I'm telling you. So see to it that all these things are kept in mind. These are just 4-5 pointers. I can go on and on, but this series is just for giving you a insight into very serious issues. So final thing is, after suppose everything is fine, age, you have attempt, you have plan B also, you're giving parallelly different government exams, you have financial condition okay, you have family condition okay, everything is fine. But ultimately it is all about your willpower. Whether when you fail, like this example, this October 10, 99.99% of people watching this video is going to fail. And there is nothing, no shame to be in there. It's like a normal thing. Okay, you will fail because the number is only that much. Only 9,000 people out of the 5 lakh people who give the exam is going to clear. So if you fail, do you have the willpower to gather yourself up? Like take 1 week of leave, 1 week of rest, don't do anything, don't study anything. Just calculate your marks for first 2 days, and then 1 week don't do anything. Don't even go and check the different answer key by coaching institute, nothing. 1 week take a break. And after that, the 8th day or 10th day onwards, are you ready to start it again? Freshly start writing mains answers, start reading the Hindu editorial. Are you able to do that? That willpower do you have? If you have, keep giving. Because if you are a very serious aspirant, it's just a matter of time. Okay, 2 attempt or 3 attempt or 4 attempt or even 6th attempt, 7th attempt, 9th attempt people have cleared. If it's OBC, you can give up to 9 attempts. There are people who have cleared, and it has happened in the past. You can go and search in the Google how many people cleared like that. But that doesn't mean you have to now go and give unlimited attempts. Keep giving your best each time and you will succeed. Okay, so again I'm telling you, this is just an exam. So take it in that sense. Do other parallel exams if you want, SSC exams or government exams or state exams, whatever you want to give. But keep your goal and keep your plan proper and discuss that with your parents. These many years I'm going to give. And even in girls, children problem, the parents will be pressurizing for marriage also. So then you have to take your husband's permission. This is a kind of idiotic system we have in our country. So many things are there. Okay, so whatever is your situation, these things which you see on screen, plan it properly, see how many attempts you are having, how much people you have to ask to take an exam, funding you have to ask whom, all these things decide, and then go for this exam just as an exam. And if it doesn't work out, it's okay. You have already something else figured out already. Okay, so that if you do, then these problems of suicide and unwanted depression, nothing will come. So take it as an exam, and nothing is working means start your own YouTube channel and start teaching others. Because if you fail 5-6 attempts, no, you are having the knowledge 10 times more than the person who cleared in the first attempt. Okay, the person who clears in the first attempt is like, I'm not telling they passed by fluke. They passed through their hard work only. But they have read a Lakshmikant maybe only once. They have read a Spectrum only once. But you who have failed 5 times have read the Lakshmikant 5 times. You have read the Spectrum 7 times. You have done it multiple times. Okay, so your knowledge and thoroughness of the subject. Okay, more previous year papers you have seen, more exam hall pressure you have seen, because they all just cleared in one attempt. So I'm telling you, you have a chance to teach others, shape someone else to become an IAS. Okay, so there is ultimately always a backup plan. So see to it that you understand all these things, and if it's helping you, tell me in comment section. I'll make more and more videos for you like this. But please continue preparation, subscribe to our channel. I'll come with the next episode. All the best for your exam. Thank you and have a nice day.